Good morning, Andre from Peak Motorcycles here. This is day 9 of my 2023 tour of Kerala on a Royal Enfield Himalayan. This is day 9 and today I'm going to be riding from Thekkady, which is just in the foothills. It's just over 1,000 meters altitude, right down to the coast at Varkala, which is where we've got our beach stop for the next 2 nights. So Varkala is just north of the state capital Trivandrum and a bit of a way down the coast from Kochi. So I think this is the longest riding day we've got, both because of the distance and also because as we get closer to the coast, it becomes more and more densely populated, so there'll be more towns and villages. The most of the coastline of Kerala is actually flat, so it's either swamps followed by beaches, but it means that that's the area that's been settled. So all the towns and cities pretty much are along the coast. So the closer we get to Varkala, the busier it's going to get. And Varkala itself is kind of special because I think it's the only place where they have cliffs. So they have cliffs that go down to the sea, and I believe our hotel is nestled between them. So that might be worth a look. Other than that, sorry to say, it's just going to be more of the same. It's riding mountain roads, at least till we get down from the foothills, and then it's going to be through the Indian countryside. It's going to be palm trees and the like. I think these videos are going to have to get shorter because while it's quite fun to be here, I'm sure to watch it, it's just seeing the same stuff every day and people will skip by it because why wouldn't you? Anyway, that's it. I'll go and get the bike sorted and I'll be on my way shortly. So this is day 9, so this is the day we head to the beach. It's going to be the longest day, the hottest day, and apparently the day with the most traffic. So this is this steep hill, which this is a regular hill. Apparently if you come up in a tuk-tuk and you're a bit too heavy, you might have to get out halfway up and push, because it is kind of steep, but yeah, it's kind of fine on a bike, I think. As long as you've got decent brakes. I think all the bikes we have on the trip, even the Bullet 500s, have got discs at the back, so I'm sure they'll just be fine. Such a glorious day. Shame about all the wood smoke. And I love this little bend. It's a mini version of the corkscrew at Laguna Seca, but in India. It's like a reverse Laguna Seca, right by the elephant park. And here we are, back in the main road. And this is our departure from Thekkady. We actually exited Thekkady pretty quickly. It was half a dozen turns, so lots of people marking. But we got out of the town very easily. And we're now in this lush green forest. It's super cool actually, temperature wise. I've been really impressed with this Scorpion Exo helmet that I've been wearing. It's the first time I've had one of these, and it was a bit of a punt bringing a brand new helmet away on a trip, but I'm so glad I did. You know, riding it without the outer visor, just using this inner visor, has just worked really, really well from a temperature control perspective. And when you get a cool morning like this, it's just bliss. I'm a bit concerned that maybe I'd get a bit of dust or grit or something that would come up underneath and into the visor, but so far so good. Here we go, crossing back over the river. We've been going for just over an hour now, and we're riding down this road. You can see sort of the dense forest, dense jungle down there to my left. It's definitely getting warmer. It's getting a lot warmer than it's been for the last week or so as we descend. Bike temperature still only says 30 degrees Celsius, which probably means it's a few degrees under that, but it's also only 10 past 10 in the morning, and we have a lot of altitude still to drop. I think we must still be at something like maybe 500, 600 meters. So it's going to get a lot warmer as we get down towards the coast. Passing through a little gap in the ridge, so now the valley's on our right. And yeah, just stunning scenery, but we are getting back down into that haze, much like I saw on the first and the second days. So we made it to our first stop of the day. We've only done about 52 kilometers. We're in a little village called Marathamudi. We just stopped at the side of the road. There's actually a big religious festival going on, so there's a lot more traffic on the road, lots of very highly decorated SUVs and people just driving nuts. These are sort of mountain roads as we head down into the warmth and into the dense forest. So I've just been taking it easy, but we've not been making as much progress as we would have liked. And I think everyone just wanted to stop for a minute or two just to recompose their thoughts. Remember that there is no road rage in India. They just got there first, even if they didn't. Anyway, it's been fun riding, so we're going to crack on in a bit and head on somewhere for lunch. And we're off again after our stop. So still a bit of a way to go before we're down in the valley. So yeah, some more fun riding I think before lunch. Just hopefully can avoid some of this traffic. I think today was supposed to be a 190 kilometre day, but because we're going to try and avoid the town where they have the religious festival, it might be closer to 200. It's not a lot of mileage if the roads are good, but if you get a lot of traffic, yeah, it is going to drag a bit. especially as it gets hotter. But we have time. We set off pretty early, so I'm sure it'll be a fun day. A particularly chaotic town centre. Yeah, there's just people coming at you from all sides. Definitely, I must admit, I do find it quite fun in quite an unfortunate sort of way. You know, I'm used to riding, you know, twisties and, you know, fast bendy roads is how I thought I like to ride, which I still do. But there is a certain degree of excitement and thrill of this sort of low speed threading your way through traffic, people coming at you from every side, you know, cars, trucks, rickshaws, just people randomly stepping out in front of you. So it's yeah, it's not quite like riding through a British city or a European city where, you know, people mostly follow the rules, but also, you know, people can be a bit competitive. You know, people won't just let you in, whereas here they very much do. So now down in the bottom of the valley, and it is hot. It's still late morning, I'm guessing maybe 11 AM, something like 11:30, but you can just feel that hot air blowing against you. And yeah, the quality of the road surface has dropped off a little bit. It's I mean, it's still paved, it's not like potholes and it's not dirt. Hello. But it is definitely a little bit more bumpy than those roads we had coming down from the mountains. I'm guessing there must be some sort of festival here, because I'm hearing music playing, and then they've got these sort of tinsel hanging up along the side of the road with those orange flags. Maybe this is one of the festivals that's causing all the extra traffic. So I've just pulled out onto a much busier road with a much better road surface, and no sooner are we on it than we're off it again. But this one actually doesn't look too bad either. Looks like we're going to go down, cross the river, head up the other side. So yeah, we can definitely feel like we're down in the warmth now, down in the jungle. We're sure these rivers are absolutely brimming when it's in monsoon season. Looks like we're on a slightly rough road again, but never mind. These roads are definitely getting better as we get into the more built-up areas. I mean, this one's got cat's eyes, it's got lines, it's got markers on the corners, it's even got a place for people to walk at the side of the road, and it's super smooth. I'm not sure if we're going to have this all day, but it certainly makes a bit of a difference from being bumped around. I have been to India a few times before this, but what I never really paid attention to is just how many bikes and motorcycles there are here, especially compared to cars. You know, they literally are everywhere, outside every store, every shop front. Yeah, they're just everywhere. It must be the go-to mode of transport for everyone. So it's just gone 2 PM now, and it's still getting warmer. The bike now says 38 degrees. It feels really warm outside. I'm getting used to cars coming the other way being on my side of the road, as these roads have got bigger, and it's got what is like a hard shoulder, but it seems that's the lane you have to pull into when someone's just coming straight towards you. It's all good though. I've seen 2 accidents today, and 1 wrecked scooter at the side of the road. I think everyone's just very warm right now, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you come to this place this time of year. It'll be a lot hotter in the summer. So yeah, looking forward to getting into the hotel. Apparently they have a pool and that the sea's clean enough to swim in. There's not a lot else to share really, because the roads are just like this, which are just like fast roads in a lot of countries. So if there's nothing else, I don't think I'll add anything else until I get back to the hotel. I think we've got about 40 kilometres to go, so it shouldn't take too long. One thing I have noticed is that the rules of the road really are very much optional. Nobody stops at stop signs, nobody slows down for school zones. Solid white lines don't really seem to mean anything. I think you can overtake as long as it's clear to do so. But it just works. Yeah, the more I think about it, maybe we've got it the wrong way round. I mean, I'm sure these things are put in for safety, but people just seem to ignore them anyway, and that just seems to be accepted. So this, I think, is Varkala. I can see a sign ahead that says the beach is straight ahead. I don't know if we're actually staying on the beach, but I guess I'll find out pretty shortly. Someone also said that the sea here is very clean, so you can actually swim in it. Other than that, it looks pretty similar to a lot of the other towns we've been through. I've just seen the Indian Ocean over to my left, which means that we must be pretty close. There's just a sign that passed saying the Elixir Cliffs Hotel, and I'm reasonably sure that the cliffs are by the sea. So yeah, it's been a pretty long day today. I think we've done nearly 200 kilometres, which I know isn't long for Europe or probably for North America, But over here 200 kilometres is a fair distance on a motorbike in these temperatures. It's been mid-30s, which I guess is high 90s Fahrenheit, something like that. So yeah, certainly feeling the length of the day. So I think this is us, the Elixir Cliffs Beach Resort and Spa. I have high hopes. Just need to turn in and go and jump in the sea. So that seemed to be a pretty long day. I think it was, in the end it was Hello there, and good morning from, where are we today? I'm through Monar, Thekkady. Hello and good morning from Thekkady. This is day 9, yeah. Hello and good morning from Thekkady. This is day